Good evening, everybody. I'm Jason Wheeler. We are continuing our special coverage now of the wildfires here in Central Texas. Workers are busy replacing old railings along bridges that cross I-35, and we got word of what looks like a hazard at one construction site, and so we started asking some questions. That's where that officer was taken after he fired those shots. We're told he sustained some injuries in those scuffles with the suspect. He may have gotten a broken hand out of this, so they've gone ahead and locked that school down just to make sure that everybody inside there is okay. I'm going to lift up this crime scene tape so this officer can make it through. He did. K-9 unit arriving on the scene here. And we begin tonight with a KITV News exclusive. More than 24 stores in Williamson County busted for selling tobacco to underage customers. While he was incarcerated, he refused deals. 2 times you turned him down.
Yes, sir, that's correct.
Even if it meant you staying in for the rest of your life.
That's correct.
That is a thermometer inside the shirt. And we're taking a lovely walk on this beautiful blacktop surface in this blistering heat out here in the middle of the afternoon.
Welcome back to Austin Live.
On the hottest week of the year. And of course, a lot of women carry their guns in their purses. They say don't even waste your time pulling the firearm out of the purse when seconds matter. They advocate shooting straight through it, and right now she's going to do that at the targets down there. Lisa Lee Kelly is joining us now from Bastrop, Tahitian Village to be exact, to tell us more about that. What were they planning, Lisa? You have the best job in the world.
I hear that all the time, but I'm afraid that means more people are going to try to take it.
Stare me down as much as you want to, Andrew. I'm taking your job. And I'm Jason Wheeler. Ron Oliveda has the night off.
Tonight, police.
All right, Lisa, thank you. Randy Nolan is in the Williamson County Jail in Georgetown tonight. Travis County has revoked his parole now. Well, donations are pouring in for a Fredericksburg family tonight after 2 children died in a house fire early this morning. And now tonight, a new drought-related concern is emerging that could put people's lives in danger out there. Is there enough water to fight a fire in Spicewood? It's a valid question in that community 35 miles northwest of Austin, because just last fall, a terribly destructive fire raged through part of Spicewood. This latest drought danger now is a story you'll see only here on KITV tonight. Until a permanent solution can be found, the Spicewood Volunteer Fire Department will make it a practice now to call on neighboring communities to send in backup tanker trucks when blazes break out. Back here in Texas now, Governor Rick Perry's final presidential fundraising totals are in, and they are pretty telling. As soon as he started dropping in the polls, donors dropped away in droves. Perry raked in more than $17 million right out of the gates. Then he had those debate gaffes and a few other stumbles on the campaign trail, and his donations fell to just under $3 million. The governor spent more than $16 million from August through December and had about $4 million cash on hand at the end of 2011. Most of that, though, was likely spent before he quit the race earlier this month. On to a race of a different kind now. A big race through North Austin leaves behind quite a mess and a whole lot of questions. We have a messy follow-up tonight. Litter left behind 2 days after a race through the streets of Austin. The 3M Half Marathon was held this past Sunday, but tonight you will still find some remnants of it lying around in North Austin. All right, we certainly haven't had to endure a lot of wintry mornings, but tomorrow morning could be another nemesis joining us here in Central Texas.
Well, other than our traffic in Austin, Jason, and a little weather thrown in to kind of fool with things, we have a dense fog advisory.
You could own a piece of one of the world's most popular social networks if you're in the right places. Tomorrow morning, Facebook is expected to file for a $5 billion initial public stock offering. Analysts are predicting it'll be one of the largest U.S. market debuts in history. 1,000 Facebook employees are expected to become instant millionaires when this happens. No word on if any of those employees are from the offices here in Austin. Big question tonight, when are we going to start selling shares of KITV? So
I'm sure that will make us instant millionaires.
We are driving around here in North Austin right now, and you know, we commute such long distances here in Texas that we actually caught the attention of some out-of-state researchers. They determined that our marathon stints here behind the wheel are causing our health to take some bad turns. Driving can drive us to unhealthy destinations. We caught this moment just a few days ago when 2 guys parked their cars in the middle of the road and started sparring right there on the pavement. Eventually, they broke it up and went on their way. Clearly, traffic is affecting us mentally.
I see a lot of people with road rage.
But there's a physical toll too. According to a new study that focused on Texas drivers, extra time in the car is driving up our blood pressure and our weight.
I don't want to be one of the stats.
Elaine Muchow defies the study results. Even though she commutes a whopping 3 hours a day, she exercises when she's not in the car, and when she is in the car, she's found a way to stay relaxed.
I listen to classical music, or I listen to books on CD.
The mysterious flame of Queen Loana.
Plus, she steers clear of convenient but bad food choices. So you're filling up with gas here. That convenience store right over there has lots and lots of snacks in there, hot dogs and chips.
Oh, no way.
Sodas? None of it?
I don't drink sodas. I don't do fast food. I don't do that.
Just a few pumps away, though.
If I even try liposuction, maybe, you know.
Manny Tirado, who spends an hour and a half a day in the car, says he's packed on some belly weight, primarily because sweet snacks along the route offer a tempting detour. Do you see the truck? Is that what gets you?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Especially that one, bears.
Don't look at the truck. You know, we joke about it, but in addition to those bad foods that we're choosing on the roads, the study found that the real problem is all of the inactivity because we're spending so much time in the car. So the longer you spend doing the commute, the more necessary it is that you end up at the trail or perhaps at the gym when you're done. We're live driving around here in North Austin tonight. Jason Wheeler, KITV News. There is so much debris to go through tonight, but no deaths have been reported so far, which is pretty amazing considering that powerful tornadoes ripped through such a populated area. Now, we have some video that you're looking at right here. This was shot by a former Austinite named Jason Doss, who now works with the Texas Severe Storm Intercept. That's a group of storm chasers. Look how close they got to the storm there this afternoon. Like everyone else in North Texas today, they were astonished by what they saw. Look closely. Nothing, not even hefty tractor trailers, could escape the relentless pull from above as multiple twisters raked across the Metroplex Tuesday afternoon.
Oh my God, tornado right on the top of my house. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Vincent Tang stood on top of his roof during it all, camera in hand,
Holy moly.
in awe of nature's fury.
In my entire life, never scared like this.
As Tang looked straight up at the tempest,
Oh my God, look at that, the debris fly. Oh my God.
others bowed their heads and begged to be spared.
And I could say, Jesus, save me from the storm.
Many North Texans heeded the warnings
This whole storm is just rotating very violently.
and scrambled for cover.
I got into the closet with my animals. Thank God the kids were not at home today. It looks like a disaster area. It felt like a Iraq, Baghdad. It's indescribable. Undescribable.
That description, or lack thereof, actually fits in one neighborhood after another after another. Debris is everywhere. So much was so quickly knocked so far out of place that one woman who was briefly covered with debris was too bewildered to even think of how to stand up again.
I was crying for help, somebody help me. I didn't even know that I had legs to stand.
The people of Dallas-Fort Worth will now begin to assess how much has been destroyed. The tally will no doubt be impressive, but perhaps even more astonishing
Amazing that we're still living.
is how much wasn't destroyed during what was a tumultuous spring afternoon in North Texas. Again, there have been injuries reported, but it bears saying one more time. So far, no fatalities reported from those Metroplex tornadoes earlier today.